Hey everyone, I've here bringing a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be going over the updated global timeline for the months of October through November 2024. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So we are one step closer for the finale of the global timeline video series because we are one step closer to catching up fully to the JP version of the game. So I guess these videos would be just kind of like future timelines, speculations, things like that, kind of summarizing what's going on in Dokkan. But I'll tell you what, the month of October has been both feeling kind of dead but very active. I haven't been really playing the game as much as of course I did during the 9-year anniversary or the worldwide celebration, so we had to come down a little bit in hype. But if you think about what we ended up getting in October, it has been very vast, especially adding the Master Roshi here earlier than I expected. I thought we're going to get this in the little span of extra time that we're getting in November. I'm going to talk about that in a second. But they squeezed in this banner like abruptly, and hey, I'm all for it. So right now we are celebrating the Fantastic Reunion campaign. We just got done with the Dirty Fireworks, or the Autumn campaign, back on 10/24. So currently this is our track for the whole month of October, and again, just a lot of things going on here. Of course, we got the EZA to version Z Goku amongst all the other new SSRs for the beginner or the start of the game, which is very interesting there. We got the 2 EZAs to the Planet Namek saga, and again, like I mentioned before, the Master Roshi dropping again, in my opinion, just a little bit earlier on there. A new Grandpa Gohan as a World Tournament unit, and these Daima cards, free-to-play ones, going from SSR to SSR, going to SR to SSR, is interesting. I'll be talking about where we might see this kind of conclude here in Daima, especially with the series going on right now. So again, here's where we are at right now in this kind of mid-Halloween celebration. This is going to end on the 5th. But I've been hearing some people saying, oh, are we going to get our next Dokkan Festival exclusive on 11/5? The answer is no. We're actually going to be getting something earlier than that because, well, actually, before that happens, we are going to be getting the EZAs to Kawaii and Margarita. So that's going to happen from when this video is recording, probably the same day or the evening of when this video is being dropped, recorded and then dropped. But we should also expect the next Dokkan Festival exclusive on Halloween, and this has been kind of a tradition in the last couple of years, getting this new Dokkan Festival exclusive on 10/31 and not on 11/5 as when this celebration ends on here, because this is kind of a separate celebration besides like a normal Dokkan Festival exclusive celebration. So why do we know that this is going to happen here? Well, easy enough, because the LR banner that's provided for us right now, basically this is the only major banner you're able to summon on. The Dokkan Festival exclusive Dirty Fireworks Vegeta is no longer. So this banner here ends on the 31st, and there is no way Dokkan's going to allow the Peppy Gals banner be the only banner that we're able to summon on. It's not even on a featured banner, it's on the Dragonstones banner, so that's not going to happen. So on 10/31 we should expect getting the new Dokkan Festival exclusive TUR and whatever that theme is going to be, and this is going to be technically the Halloween Dokkan Festival exclusive. So given that 10/31 we will get a banner unit / a new Dokkan Festival exclusive, what is the theme behind this? And this was something I was like, okay, this is hard to predict, right? Now we have a little bit of clues, right? So we have, for example, Super EZAs as options of what the next themes are going to be, and if I was going to go down that route, I chose a few, and I said, you know, I think we might then get a Android Cell Saga, because we have an opportunity to Super EZA the OG free-to-play LR 17 and 18, and then Super EZA the Tech Perfect Cell. So that would make a lot of sense for this celebration. And then, or we could have like a Realm of God celebration, either Super EZA, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, or Beerus. Right, so that was an initial thought of mine. However, we should also expect in basically after the Halloween is on 11/5 when the current celebration ends. I kind of mentioned that before. With this current celebration I just forgot what it was. Fantastic Reunion celebration ends. We should expect a LR EZA on 11/5. So given that, I'm like, okay, well, that makes it a little bit more difficult because there's not a lot of similarities in terms of the final yellow coin, this grouping here, EZAs here, and the Super EZAs that we have. Now, I could expand it to the 150s because, of course, Janemba recently EZA'd, given kind of precedent to these possibly EZAing in the future. The dual category keeps us for 150, but I think I'm going to stick with these as the options here. So we have the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, we have the Goku Piccolo, we have Tapion and Minosha here, and then we have the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta. Those are the options that we have. And I'm like, man, this is kind of tough. Like, how do I adjust it and kind of maybe figure out what it could be? So I'm just going to take a wild guess, right? So my wild guess is I think we're going to EZA Tapion, right? So that's what I'm guessing. Again, it could be way off. It could be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It could be any one of these here. Could be that Goku and Piccolo, which I thought that was going to EZA during the Worldwide Celebration. So you have movie heroes, siblings, bonds, legendary resistance, and joint forces. If it was going to be Tapion here as the theme to the Dokkan Festival exclusive. Now I took it a step further. I was like, okay, what if we get a LR EZA and a Super EZA? Then I'm gonna, again, pure speculation here, I'm gonna throw in the Beerus, the Tech Beerus here. And that leaves us a siblings bond and legendary existence. So this would be very interesting here on what we can provide in terms of the Dokkan Festival exclusive theme, if it was going to be siblings bond or legendary existence on here. I think it would make pretty interesting options on here. Now I do kind of want to go back here and go, okay, well, what if it's Android Cell Saga? I do like this because I still, to this day, after almost 10 years of playing this game, I would love a celebration that's the battle between Super Piccolo, and I hope they would create a Dokkan Festival exclusive Piccolo with parentheses that says Super or fused with Kami. That Piccolo versus the Android 17, right? So that is one of the best fights of DBZ history, and I would love to be the celebration. And then that could make sense of having a having this here with the androids and Cell, Perfect Cell as the Super EZA. Now this could also make sense if on the 130% the EZA here be the Goku Piccolo, right? Piccolo being with Piccolo celebration on there, even though it's not Android Cell Saga, could still make some sense there. Or it could be joint, I guess, I don't know how it would be joint forces, maybe Piccolo and someone else, but it was a Piccolo and 17 fight. Anyway, that was just some thoughts of mine of what it could happen for the Halloween celebration. So moving on a little bit further here, so we are going to have a Dokkan Festival exclusive 1031, a EZA around 11.5, 11.6, somewhere around there. And then we have a long kind of break before Super Dragon Ball Heroes. And that should happen around like 11.22. And if that's going to happen around that time, that break in between, this was when I thought the Master Roshi was going to drop. So now, since we kind of have a gap in between there, they might not do anything. They just might let it be, especially on the JP version game. Remember, the JP version game, they didn't get an extra banner in terms of the Master Roshi. This is where it's going to be interesting here. If they go, okay, what's missing, what's left over, they go, okay, let's just go ahead and add the Jiren. So the Carnival Jiren banner is the last item, big item, summonable item in terms of banners for the JP versus the global version of the game. Once this happens, basically we are caught up in terms of major characters, in terms of banner characters. And I expected that this banner be totally removed from global and they put Jiren as a global exclusive banner as a featured unit on the next Carnival banner, which is going to be happening in December around Christmas for the JP version of the game. Of course, we should also get Tanabata at that time for the global version of the game, and I think that's where my mindset was. So they could add Jiren in this little gap here, and it was a very small gap for Master Roshi, and they just said, let's go ahead and squeeze them in. They could end up doing that as well, and just leaving the Tanabata banner for Christmas for the global version game, and then the upcoming Carnival banner there as well. So it would make sense for them to do that. So kind of where I'm at when it comes to the updated timeline is I'm expecting Dokkan Festival exclusive. I'm expecting EZA, possible Super EZA, Superheroes on the 22nd, possible Carnival banner in between here with Jiren, and then we're going to conclude with November. And by the time that happens, we should be how many episodes in? We're at 3 right now. That would be then 4, and then number 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll be 8 episodes in. I actually don't even know how many Daima episodes there are. For Daima, I think there will be enough storyline available for us to get our dual Dokkan Festival exclusive on 11/30. And the reason why I have this date in mind is, what we end up getting from Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 way back when. I think it's going to happen with Daima as well. So that's what my expectations are to finish out November. So again, this is the updated timeline. These are my thoughts. This is kind of where we're at right now, and then kind of where we're going to be ending here. So where we're at right now, and then ending in November with a Daima celebration, and that would make a lot of sense leading into that. So I think November is going to be very, very hyped, right? You got the Halloween, you got some EZA, some Super EZA. Very interesting what the theme is going to be. Superhero is going to be wild stuff. I have my thumbnail for like a Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Gogeta, or we can have Daishinkan Goku, or just crazy stuff that happens on superheroes. And this might be the last year for superheroes, so of the celebration for Dokkan, and then leading into Daima. So those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. You guys think I'm right on the money? I've been pretty good in terms of timelines here, but again, let me know what you guys' thoughts are in terms of what's going to be happening in November. But if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.